Hi all. Today I'll be discussing the topic of recreational drug legalization and its potential impact on crime and public health. The key question we'll explore is should governments legalize and regulate certain recreational drugs to reduce crime and promote public health? To introduce the topic to you, first let's define recreational drugs. Recreational drugs are substances that are used for pleasure or relaxation, such as alcohol, cannabis, and psychedelics. There is an ongoing debate about their legalization. Supporters argue that regulation can reduce crime and ensure safer drug use, while opponents worry about increased addiction and social harm. Currently, many countries face issues with black markets and organized crime due to prohibition. On the other hand, strict laws can also lead to overcrowded prisons and limited access to medical help for drug users. So, the big question is should governments take a different approach by legalizing and regulating certain drugs? So now let's look at what's happening globally. Countries like Canada, Uruguay, and some US states have legalized cannabis, while Portugal took a different approach by decriminalizing all drugs, focusing on treatment instead of punishment. There are different regulatory models. Uruguay has government controlled sales, while Canada and some US states allow private dispensaries with strict oversight. The main reasons behind these policy changes include reducing crime, improving public health, and generating tax revenue. Studies suggest that legalization has led to fewer drug related arrests, safer consumption, and increased tax benefits. Now, let's explore the arguments in favor of legalization. First, crime reduction. Legalizing and regulating drugs can weaken black markets, disrupt drug cartels, and reduce organized crime. It also frees up police and judicial resources. Next, public health benefits. Regulation ensures quality control, preventing contamination and unsafe potency levels. It also promotes harm reduction strategies such as supervised consumption sites, which help reduce overdose deaths and the spread of diseases like HIV. Finally, the economic benefits. Legal drug markets generate tax revenue, which can be used to fund healthcare and education. Additionally, it creates job opportunities in the legal cannabis and pharmaceutical industries. Now, let's discuss a few strong arguments against legalization as well. One concern is increased substance abuse. Easier access to drugs may lead to higher addiction rates, especially among the youth. Then there are health risks. Long term drug use can contribute to mental health disorders and physical illnesses. Social concerns include the impact on youth and vulnerable populations. Legalization of drugs may make drug use seem more acceptable, leading to more experimentation. There are also workplace safety issues, as drug use can lead to accidents and reduced productivity. Finally, there are regulatory challenges. Governments may struggle to enforce responsible use and prevent corporate monopolies from exploiting the market. To understand how legalization and decriminalization work in practice, let's examine Portugal and Canada. Portugal decriminalized all drugs in 2001. Instead of jail time, drug users receive fines or treatment referrals. This has led to a decline in overdose deaths, HIV transmission, and drug related incarcerations. Canada, on the other hand, fully legalized cannabis in 2018 with strict regulations, age limits, and government oversight. This has helped reduce the black market, although the illegal sales still exist due to high legal prices. What is the key takeaway here? Portugal's model shows that harm reduction can work, while Canada's experience highlights both the benefits and challenges of full legalization. So, when it comes to policy recommendations, what's the best approach moving forward? Firstly, if you are talking about a balanced approach, legalization should come with strict regulations, age restrictions, and licensing requirements to prevent misuse. Governments should invest in education and rehabilitation, helping those struggling with addiction instead of criminalizing them. Tax revenue from legal drug sales should be used to fund healthcare and public awareness programs. Public education campaigns should focus on responsible use and harm reduction strategies. Lastly, policies must be monitored and adjusted based on real world data to address emerging challenges. So, in conclusion, we've explored the pros and cons of drug legalization. Legalization can reduce crime, weaken black markets, generate tax revenue, and improve public health. However, concerns about addiction, youth exposure, and regulation challenges must be carefully addressed. Countries like Portugal and Canada show that different approaches can work, but no policy is perfect. Ultimately, legalization, when combined with strict regulation, education, and healthcare investment, could be a practical strategy for reducing crime and improving health. Thank you.